Hello, YouTubers. Good morning, and thank you for coming to my channel, the Virginia Bushcrafter. And this is the channel where we learn and we practice bushcrafting, prepping, and survival skills. Now, guys, I don't say that as just rhetoric. There is a lot to bushcrafting, prepping, and survival. I am of the opinion that you learn and then you practice. So today, I am out in the bush. I have done a lot of reading, researching, watching YouTube and so forth concerning a Dakota fire. So today, I am in the bush and I'm here to just practice and make a Dakota fire. So again, it's about practicing what you have learned. So I'm going to go over the steps that I am going to take in order to make a Dakota fire. The first thing that I'm going to do, or you should consider when making a Dakota fire, is being close to a tree with foliage. However, since I am just practicing, I am more or less in the open. But if you are doing stealth camping, you want to be close to a tree with foliage overhang. The foliage overhang will help dissipate the smoke. Also, when you are using a Dakota fire, the flames should be not as high as the ground. And by being in a fire pit, that is going to allow the flames or the fire to be much hotter because it is insulated. So I'm going to dig a pit that is going to be maximum 2 feet deep, and the diameter is going to be maybe 12 or 18 inches. And once I dig that pit, I am going to dig a supply oxygen pit, and that is going to be half the diameter of the fire pit and maybe 1 foot deep. After I have made the fire pit and the oxygen, the supply oxygen hole pit, then I'm going to connect them with a canal. And the canal is going to be maybe fist size. The canal will allow air to go into the fire pit. So those are the steps I'm going to take. And once I've made the fire pit along with the supply oxygen pit, then I am going to make a fire. So what I'm going to do is go step by step as I make this. And again, guys, this is my first time, so I have learned, and now I'm going to practice a Dakota fire. All right, guys, I want to show you the very first thing that I have done to start making this fire, this Dakota fire. If you notice here on the ground how I have somewhat made an outline of where I'm going to start digging, as you can see, a square. And I'm going to lift dirt up from here. So I'm going to start this process. And hey guys, I just want to show you my progress so far. As I say, we learn and we practice. I'm going to add to that, we learn and we practice, and we stay in the best shape that we can. But I want to show you the first pit that I have dug so far. I did that with a shovel and a digging stick. Let's see this. Yeah, I'm going to dig this a little deeper. And over here is where I'm going to start my oxygen supply pit. But I just wanted to show you guys my progress as of right now. It's constantly digging and digging and digging, using a digging stick, and then scooping it out with my gloves. All right, guys, I have completed my fire pit as well as the oxygen supply pit for my Dakota Fire. It's been a very arduous process. And again, these are the tools that I use, which I bent my shovel, but that's not a problem. I used a digging stick and I used a pocket knife. So here is a look here at the fire pit itself. Here is a look at the oxygen supply. Now what I did, I dug a channel through here. So let me see if you can see it. You should be able to see my hand. That's my fingertips. So I have dug completely under there. Again, here it is from the pit side. I'm going to stick my hand through here. So it does come through. So again, here's a look. You should be able to see my hand here. So it goes to show you, you can practice in your backyard, you can watch the YouTubes, you can read the books, but till you actually get out and practice, that's where you find out how simple or how difficult it is. And I'm sure the next time I do this, it's going to be a lot easier. So again, guys, my next task now is to go and get wood to put in this pit. Now the thing about a Dakota Fire, it's not a long sustaining fire. Again, if it's very windy, this is a good fire. If you're just out camping and it's windy, this is a good fire. But if you're in a stealth mode, you want to have this fire just to heat up your water, boil your water, cook a meal, but it's not, I don't think it's a long-term sustaining fire. And again, I'm out in the open with this. I'm not directly up under any trees with foliage, but the ideal situation would be to be next to a tree with foliage hanging over the fire pit to help dissipate the smoke. And again, you would not want your flames higher than ground level. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get some kindling, some twigs, mostly twigs, and some fuel-sized logs, and then I'm going to build me a fire. So again, the steps are finding your location, building your location, which is you're going to determine if you're camping, if you're stealth, if it's windy, that's going to determine your location. You're going to build your pit for your main pit fire, which is this one. Then you're going to dig your oxygen supply pit, and then you're going to dig the tunnel underneath, which should be at least the size of a fist. Okay guys, so time to get the wood. Okay guys, I want to show you, here's my flint, my char cloth, and my steel. So I'm going to go ahead and get a number on this, and then I'm going to put it into the nesting bundle. Okay guys, here is the ember. It's now into okay, we got fire. Okay, now I'm going to put some of the birch bark. Okay. Okay, you can see the smoke coming from the other side. There's a look from the inside. Okay, so as soon as this flame builds up, I will bring you right back. Hey guys, I wanted to show you the fire that has built up. I tried to keep it below the ground, but it's not happening so far. But this is the Dakota Fire, and once it burns down and I get coals, I'm sure I'm going to have to add more kindling and more fuel to the fire. But this is basically the beginning of the Dakota Fire. So I'm going to go ahead and get me a green stick and whittle it down because I'm going to do some cooking on this, and I'm going to need a green stick or a green tree. So I'm going to go ahead and manage this fire a little bit more. I want to get some coals in there, and I'll be right back with you. Nice and clean. egg noodles. Well, one thing about the Dakota Fire that is working very well, the flames are just below the surface or equal with the ground. So that was one of the main objectives. So I've just added some more fuel to it to cook some food, and I have my food sitting on 3 green logs as my grill. So the Dakota Fire is working well. Noodles are done, waiting to be drained, and being roasted over the fire. I will come back to you once these are done. Okay guys, the Dakota Fire is still going as it should. I have removed my grills. So, my survival meal is now ready to be eaten. 2 dogs, egg noodles seasoned to my liking, and Gatorade. So there we have it. All right guys, I have had my meal. I am finished. I am getting ready to make sure the fire is out. As you can see, it is out, but there is a proper way to make sure that the fire is out. So I'm going to start off by the water that I drained my noodles from. As you can see, there's still flames. So that's out. And I am now going to put in the pit a 26-ounce canteen full of water. And I do have one more, a 32-ounce, to put in the fire pit to ensure that the flames are out, that there are no underlying embers or anything like that. And now I'm going to stir it up with my... Hey guys, I wanted to show you that I brought enough water to make sure that this was totally saturated. As you can see, that's all water. and I still can feel heat. As well as the other side, it is saturated. So I'm going to cover this up with the dirt, and then I'll be back with you. But I just wanted to let you know, guys, that part of making a Dakota Fire, especially if you are in a public location, is to make sure that fire is out. Embers can travel as long as a week and start a fire. So you want to make sure that your fires are completely out. All right, I'm going to cover these holes with dirt, and then I'll be back with you. So guys, the fire is completely out. It is covered with dirt or the soil to ensure there are no embers or anything like that. But this has been a lot of fun, and again, I would say get out in the bush and practice. I just want to let you know that it was fun. Hey, you're going to have some mishaps every now and then. As I said, I kind of messed up a shovel, but I bent it back into place. I used some of nature to help me do some roasting. And it's always good, as they say, 1 is 0, 2 is 1. Even though I have a very, very good knife with me, a Condor, but when it came to completing my Dakota Fire, the one that came in handy was the most inexpensive knife that I have. And this again, it reminds me of what one person said. You do your part, the tools will do their part. If you would do, they would do. So guys, with that, I think I was successful in making a Dakota Fire. The next time it will be faster. But again, this was just practice. So this is the Virginia Bushcrafter, the channel where we learn and we practice bushcrafting, prepping, and survival skills. So guys, hit the like button, comment, share this video, and subscribe to my channel by ringing that bell so that you will get all of my notifications when they drop. Thank you very much, YouTube. I appreciate you.